Welcome to the SIP2 web portal. In this guide, we will look at the ability to open and close waste types on selected systems. We will also look at the ability to add on-screen messages for selected lines on the systems. First, log into the SIP2 web portal with your credentials. Your exact SIP2 web portal may look slightly different to the one on display here, depending on the different options you have available. Waste types on the SIP logger systems can be opened and closed by using the SIP web portal as well as the supervisor menu on the logger. This feature is only available on systems with the 1.2 version of software installed. To change the status of the waste type, click on SIP loggers on the top bar and then logger system closure on the left-hand side panel. Here you will see all the systems available and their current status. Currently, all the waste types on all available loggers are open. At the top of the page, we can see there are selected filters available. This can be used to filter the results of this report to the information and the systems required. For more information about how these affect the data, please see the help page in the top right. To close a waste type on a selected system, the user clicks the system name on the left. Now we are able to edit the details of the waste type closure. Click on Edit to the right of the screen. Tick the box next to the logger transaction type closed. This page will then expand to allow the completion of the form. From the drop-down menu, select the reason for closure. Closure reasons may be added to this drop-down box by changing the SIP closure reasons in the client admin section. A closure description may also be entered, as well as an estimated date to reopen. The autofill feature of my web browser remembers the descriptions I have already entered in previous closures of this waste type. By clicking the update button on the right, the page is now complete and the details entered are saved. Clicking back takes us to the original page to show us the sludge waste type on the selected system is now closed. When the system updates with the new settings, users will not be able to offload sludge through this system. Waste types may be opened on selected systems by clicking the system name. The user then clicks Edit, and next to logger transaction type close, unticks the box. Clicking the Update button then saves the settings. Clicking back takes us to the original page to see the waste type is now available on the system. When the system updates, users will now be able to offload this waste type on the selected system. Reasons for waste closure may be added for each waste type by selecting the client admin from the top bar, and then SIP logger closure reasons from the left panel. Here we can see all the current closure reasons set for each waste type. To create a new waste type closure reason, click on New Closure Reason on the top of the page. To add a new closure reason, select the correct waste type from the drop-down menu and then fill in the closure reason in the text box. Once complete, click Insert on the right. This closure reason will now be available when closing waste types on the logger systems. Email notifications can be set up to recipients when waste types on logger systems are opened and closed. To add an email recipient, click on Client Admin from the top bar and then select Site Closure Emails from the left-hand side menu. To link an email to a site, click on Create New Site Closure Email. Use the drop-down box to select the required site name. In the text field at the bottom of the page, type in the email address of the recipient. Click Add to List. More email addresses may be added to the list as necessary. To remove an email address from the list, simply highlight the email from the box and click on Remove Selected. When complete, click on the back button. We can now see that the page is updated with the site name and the email recipient who will get notifications when the status of the waste type is altered. The site closure report can be accessed by selecting the Client Admin from the top menu and Site Closure Report from the left-hand side menu. The report shows the status change made on the systems. In this case, the systems shown are the ones I've altered making this video. The report shows the site and name of the system, the waste type that was changed, the current status of the waste type, the reason given for the closure of the waste type, the user that closed the waste type, and the date the waste type was closed and reopened. The filters at the top of the page can be used to look at data from selected dates and specific systems. The Site Availability Report can be accessed by selecting Client Admin from the top menu and selecting Site Availability Report from the left-hand side menu. The report shows the availability of the waste type on the selected system between the start and end dates. The report shows the site name and the name of the system, the waste type available on that system, in this case sludge and domestic, and the availability of the waste type between the selected dates. By clicking on details of the waste type, we can see a breakdown of why the waste type was closed. The pie chart shows the ratio of closed reasons. If one reason was stated for the closure of waste type, then the pie chart would be a solid color, and 3 stated reasons, the chart would be divided into thirds. The table at the bottom of the page shows a breakdown of the total time the waste type was closed for each reason. The logger system line messages can be accessed by selecting the SIP loggers from the top bar and logger system line messages from the left-hand side menu. Currently, a line message is set up for one system. The message of "Please wear PPE at all times" will be displayed on line 1 of the system. To modify the message on the system, click View on the right. Then click Edit. The message can then be updated as needed and update clicked when complete. New messages may be added to the systems by clicking on Create New Message. From the drop-down box, select the desired site and logger. Select which lines the message is to appear. If the system is a single line system, then line 1 will need to be selected. If a dual line system is to be selected, then line 1 and line 2 may be selected. In the message field, type the text to appear on the logger screen. Text longer than the message field will not fit on the logger screen. Once complete, click Insert. When the logger communicates with the SIP web portal, the message will appear on the logger screen.